Welcome back. So I haven't done any more craft videos with gardening and everything because, well, let me just show you. Okay, so this is out my back window. And I don't know, it has melted some, but we had a bit of an ice storm. And you can see off to the side there's still a bit frozen and it's still hanging up there in the trees. So yeah. So, and that also gives you sort of a little bit of a preview of what I have to work with and why my backyard space is not something I'm very joyful about going out there and to sit and relax and everything. It kind of stresses me out when I go back there and try to relax because there's so much I want to do and I'm limited at what I can do. So it's just going to take longer to get there, but I get there. So I thought what I would do is I have picked up a few items for the fairy garden. I've picked up a few things for the space in general. And so I thought I would just show what I have picked up. Now, the first things I'm going to show you are I got from Temu. I know there's different experiences with them. The stuff I got was okay, but I'm not sure I would get things specifically for this again. They're smaller than I expected. I think they're more meant for not like outdoor stuff. They're more meant for like terrariums inside. So I'm not sure. A few things I might use out there. And now that I'm actually looking at this one, I'm going to have to use this inside because this is going to get destroyed if I use it outside. But I will show you what I've got here. So I'm just going to reposition the camera. All right, so this was meant to be, I might as well just take it out, like a hobbit door. I was going to make a sort of a theme, sort of a fantasy theme. Of course, when you're making a fairy garden, you're already going, you know, sort of fantasy way. But I see that this is actually wood. I thought it was going to be a resin. So, yeah, I will have to find a space for this inside. That certainly should not go outside. And let's see, a lot of these things, and again, these things that I'm showing you are from Temu. So these actually look like they are resin. I probably should have opened all these. Maybe I'll pause this and do that so you don't have to listen to all the crinkly paper. Okay, I'm back. So, oops, I got one little ladybug that just stuck in there. Okay. All right, things are much, much smaller than I expected. Got a variation of size here. Let's see, 2 little fence pieces. And lots of these little tiny mushrooms. So I guess I should probably have read it a little bit closer. I really thought these were going to be a bit bigger. So it's obvious to me these are more meant for terrarium settings. You know, they do feel like they're resin. They feel like they would hold up outside, but they're just too tiny. But they're not going to go to waste. I have a lot of houseplants. I can probably just put some things in with those. Or I'll just make a terrarium. I've been thinking about that anyways. I thought maybe, I don't know, I might just pack these up and save them for next year. And do that maybe in the fall time. Working on a terrarium. Or if I find a nice enclosure I can use during the summer, maybe I'll do it then. But yeah, I mean, I'm not upset about what I got here. It just really thought they were going to be bigger. Okay, so I guess I'm going to move on. And oh, this was, I forgot how many pieces this was supposed to be. But it was only like $7 and something cents. But almost everything on Temu is like super cheap. So I guess it doesn't surprise me. I have gotten things there from before, and usually it's more what I think it is, but I don't know, maybe I was just too excited about doing a fairy garden and things just maybe I just didn't read close enough about sizing. You certainly get a lot of little things, you know, and for a small terrarium this would be, you know, pretty proper sizing, I guess. But yeah, okay. So moving on. Push those up there. Okay, so our next item is these little picks. They're butterflies, and I'm very happy with the quality on these. They feel like metal stakes. They are more heavy duty than I expected after I opened the fairy garden stuff. I did try to open the wings a bit. It feels like they are on wires. So as long as you're careful and you don't, you know, overextend, you should be able to open them up, you know, and be able to see their wings. But my thought process on these was once I get the patio more set up, I'm going to have probably a fair amount of containers for a container garden. And different maybe vegetables, flowers, all sorts of things out there. And I thought it would look nice to put these picks in those containers. But I do feel like they're not like, it feels like a kind of plastic or very thin vinyl. So I think just like a simple rainstorm and these would be fine. They're not going to get destroyed after the first rainstorm. It could be interesting when if the wind picks up, I might have to pick them up off the ground in a few places, but I'm pretty happy with the way these look and they feel, and I'm able to open up their wings in that, and I see I think there's 20 something here. So I got quite a few I can put out there. So those are going to be going in containers. Okay, so that was all of the Temu stuff. I didn't get a lot because I wasn't sure of what the quality was going to be of each item. So now the other thing that I did was I went into a new Dollar Tree that just opened up, and probably the closest one. It's only a couple towns away, and I have other Dollar Trees, but there was only one that's like, God, 30-40 minutes away in one direction, and it was okay, but you never got stuff like this. You know, I would pick things up there every once in a while. I haven't been there in a long time, basically because there was just nothing I needed there. So anyways, I would see people, you know, do Dollar Tree shopping trips on YouTube, and I'm like, why don't we have those things here in our Dollar Trees? It's always different things. And I was so happy. This is like going to be one of my new favorite places. I know it. So I went in with my son, I think it was last week, and look at these. These are very good size. I'm much happier. This is what I expected out of fairy garden stuff. So I went a little crazy. I think my son, I think he picked the blue one because he knows my favorite color is blue. So I'm sure that's why he grabbed that. And then I pretty much got one of every type they had in there. So you can see the variation. I love this one with the face in the tree and the little tree house on top. That is really neat. I really like that one. That's why I'm a little sad that this is wood and it will never last outside, because I figured the two of these together would have looked really nice, and it really would have went along with my sci-fi kind of Lord of the Rings feel. But this is I'm sure I could find something similar to this that's actually resin somewhere, so I may find something else for that. Okay, so let's see. I should have got these all sorted. Then there was some other things. Now, everything you see here, each item, obviously, it's a Dollar Tree. Everything you see here was $1.25. So, yeah, obviously I went a little crazy. And I think I got almost one of each on the things, the hanging things. So I got a little bench here. And so these all will definitely be going out as soon as I figure out where I am going to put my fairy garden. And let's see, we got a little fairy with little sunflower, fairy crossing figurines. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's like a bird. No, it's not a bird bath or anything. So, okay. And let's see this one. See, they even had a smaller version with the face in the tree and that. So I grabbed that as well. And let's see, I think that was it for the fairy garden stuff, except I also got two little bundles, two different colors, like a teal-like color and a blue, of beads. Because what I'd like to do is make like little pathways in front of the fairy houses. And I thought I'd use those, and I started with 2 bags. I might need more, but I know where to get them. So that is going to make my fairy garden. And I actually have things out in my garage. I made sure last year I had a few things for a fairy garden, but I never got around to doing it, and I think I just put them out on the patio here and there. And then when the cold weather came, I picked them up and put them in a tote, and I think it says fairy garden on it in the garage. So I will have to get that out and add these to that tote till I'm ready to work on that. So okay, another thing is I've got a couple more like birdhouse items and things that coming in. I have, and again, I got it from Temu, so we'll see what they're like. But they're supposed to be like hummingbird houses. And I have a tree in the middle of the backyard, but now after this last storm, I'm not sure how long that tree is going to be staying there. What I was going to do was I was going to hang these little hummingbird homes out of that tree and see if I could draw hummingbirds in to make their little houses in there. But anyways, we'll see what those look like when they come. And then I'll have to figure out if I have a space to put them, or maybe I'll leave that poor tree up one more year to see if I can draw some hummingbirds in. But oh my goodness, that poor tree. Okay, so, but this was in an effort. I'm getting, I have a couple hummingbird feeders, and I think I have one more coming in a couple days. So I'll probably do another haul video on that. But I mean, you can tell I'm getting excited about this. to clean up the area in the back, and then start making spaces, you know, draw the birds in, draw the butterflies in, and so that when I want to go out there and sit out there, and right now I'm not feeling it. The only time I'm pretty happy sitting out there is when we got a little bit of a campfire going. So yeah, so we got hummingbird nectar. Oh, and another draw here. Now, I've never bought bulbs, flower bulbs from the Dollar Tree. And I saw these and I'm like, huh, okay, they feel good. They're nice and solid. They look good. I don't see any kind of anything, you know, fungus or anything growing on them. So I'm pretty happy with these. I got a bunch of these pink ones. I think I got 3 of these. And then these gladiolas. And then I got 1 of the mix. And that's 3 here. So we'll see what colors these come up. These will be a surprise. I'm really considering going back there and getting a bunch more of the mix. And then just planting them in a container right here on the my patio and just having those. I mean, those, I know these will draw hummingbirds and butterflies. So, but they don't really bloom until August. So that was another reason for these butterfly picks, because I know some of this stuff, you know, all summer it's not going to come out and bring color till towards the end of summer. So I thought the butterfly picks, if I put those in with them, then I would have a little bit of color beforehand. So here's those, and I got a new pair of gardening gloves, again Dollar Tree, so we'll see how these last. They look pretty good. I got a heavier duty pair that I got from Home Depot last year, but sometimes if those get wet or something, then I need, you know, just an extra pair, so that's why I got these. Okay, and this is an herb rocket from the Dollar Tree, and this one is dill, because I do like to add dill to, you know, different things that I make. So I thought, okay, we'll give this a try. See, this is why I really kind of want to go back to the Dollar Tree and see what else do they have for things like this. They had some other ones. This was just the one I grabbed. I already have a big jumble of chives that come up really well every year, and I use those all the time. I use chives in a lot of my salads and things, and cooking. And I also like to use fresh dill. So I think growing this is going to be nice. But geez, for $1.25, if this grows the way they say it does, yeah, I'll be going to Dollar Tree every year for this stuff. So, okay, and here is some incense sticks, but they're citronella incense sticks for outdoor use. There's 6 pieces in here. Remove all packaging before lighting. Light the end of the incense stick with a match or lighter. Use the once the tip is lit, then blow out the flame. The incense stick will then, yeah, so it's like a normal incense stick, but it's got citronella oil in it to keep the bugs away. And when we get to a certain point, I think it's like towards the end of May, early June, that the bugs just are, they can be so terrible around here. So I thought, okay, for $1.25, yep, I'm going to try that. See if I can keep the bugs away. And these, I got 2 of these. But these are just little hooks that I'm going to use on our canopy, probably hang chimes or something off the canopy frame. And actually, I'll leave it. And you probably saw it as I lifted it before. But again, out my back window, you can see we leave the frame for our canopy up in the winter. It's just easier that way. Plus, sometimes it's hard to get the canopy on top of it and open it up. So we've had this, excuse me, a long time. This isn't one we travel with. So I figured, okay, why don't we just leave the canopy up? And it's been absolutely fine all winter. And I had to buy a new top for it because there were holes in the old one. So that's going to have a new look to it. Let's see, what else? I think that's it for now for haul on what I've gotten for my new spaces outside. So that is just a little bit of what I'm doing for my backyard. I'm hoping in the next week or two, because it is, what is today? March 25th. You know, we're almost into April. And around here, April is probably like the magical month. It's also one of my busiest months because there's a lot of birthdays in April. And actually, thankfully, Easter is on March 31st. So I can take that out this year of April because it's between the birthdays and Easter and everything. Oh my goodness. So I guess that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe. I am hoping that the frequency of my videos are going to get a little bit better in the next month or so. I think Mother Nature pulled a fast one because I thought a couple weeks ago I was going to start working on this space out back, and then she just turned around and said, nope, ice storm. So that pushes things back a little bit. It's still melting. Yeah, it's still up there right at the top of the trees. At least the ground has gotten better, and anything in the shade is still frozen though. Yeah, please like and subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.